Hello. Good evening. It's probably I'm gonna tell them what time it is. It's probably about the next day. But that's alright. We're gonna get these messages out. We're gonna see what our Elohim wants us to know at this time. What does our Elohim want us to know at this time? What does our Elohim want us to know at this time? Perspective. Okay. Finding a common ground. Okay. Sometimes you gotta back up to take another look. Sometimes you gotta back up to take another look. Double confirmation of perspective here. Remember your roots. We have grandmothers. Trust the weavings. Trust the weavings. Somebody not answering the call. Somebody not listening to their soul. They're not trying to change their perspective here. Somebody not embracing that change. Just embrace change. Cycles of life, transition, and growth. Somebody's not trying to embrace the change. Somebody not listening to what their soul want them to do. Somebody not changing their perspective of things. Somebody don't want to remember their roots. Somebody ain't trying to find a common ground. We finna see what's going on here. What's going on and why. What's going on with this perspective here? Yeah, somebody is in battle with changing their perspective on things. Somebody ain't trying to find a common ground. Somebody rather, stress and burdens here. Weight on their shoulders. Somebody rather be blocked here. Somebody rather be entrapped here, in prison, spiritually, physically, than to change their perspective, get some type of new sight, so things can clear up here. So law and liberty can be had. So somebody is refusing to change their perspective here. Okay? Somebody rather stay in chaos and past struggles. That could be where someone is comfortable. What is remember your roots, perspective, your weavings? Somebody, your roots, you could have grew up in chaos or something like that. So that's what you would rather stay in? Somebody could have Sagittarius or Cancer in their chart. And or Taurus or Virgo. So you grew up in a chaotic environment, so that's what you want to keep instead of changing your perspective. You grew up in fighting, arguments, chaos, clashing, jealousy, competition. So that's what you will keep. That's the struggle. That's what you want to keep up. So you're blocking out changing your perspective because you trapped in this bullshit. When it's time for you to expand. It's time for you to expand. It's time for you to broaden your horizon, baby. It's time for you to change your perspective. It's time for you to hop on your chariot and leave that shit behind. Leave this stress, leave these burdens and shit. It's time for you to leave that shit behind. What you need to do is change your perspective and start blocking this shit out. Blocking that superficial shit out. Cause y'all superficial as fuck. All y'all worried about is competition, fighting, arguments, chaos, and the struggle. That's it. And that's confirmation. Because that's what you grew up in. That don't have to be. See, that's the whole point of healing. That's the whole point of finding a common ground. That's the whole point of changing your perspective, taking a step back so that you can see what you grew up in, so you can see yourself, and then so you can grow and make that change and embrace it. So you can transition. You don't have to stay in what you grew up seeing. You don't have to stay in tradition. You can change your perspective. You can expand. Don't let nobody tell you different. You don't want to be blocked and mentally entrapped. You don't want to be alive, but not really alive. Not no spark of life. You're just dead and dark and on some dark shit. No life. Just entrapped in bullshit. Keep saying no to a fresh start. Keep saying no to following your intuition. Keep saying no than to follow in faith and have hope. Keep saying no to fucking taking action and expanding in your life and getting a victory in your life. Getting balance in your life. What is the answer to call in reverse? Because somebody not listening to what they soul telling them to do. Somebody got a lot of fire in their chart. What's the answer to call? King of Cups. You not listening. You not following what your soul telling you to do. What was fated for you. So you rather be on the bottom in bullshit. You can have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in your chart, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Taurus, or Leo. Double confirmation of a Leo with this sun is being illuminated. See, you can change the wheel in your life. See, you think that what you went through and what you grew up in and what you've seen is supposed to be your fate. No. These phases of your life, from an infant to your youth and your adulthood and even old age, they are teaching you, molding you so you can see these different things, and then you constantly grow, you constantly change, and then you have all of this knowledge. But you're not letting it teach you. You're trying to let it be your fate, instead of trying to change your mind and change your perspective. This does not have to be your fate. You keep falling for temptation instead of using your wisdom. So you're going to end up on the bottom of the wheel. You're going to end up on the bottom even in the afterlife. And this is being illuminated to you. You can actually persevere, have peace, love, and joy and balance in your life. Look, it's all coming out in a row. You can actually have love, peace, joy. You can actually heal that inner child from them things that you've seen as a child and that you've been through. You can actually grow. You can actually be safe, feel safe. You can actually persevere. You can actually have that life force. You can actually try to understand and have aspirations. You can actually be gifted and get balanced. You can actually be aligned, mind, body, spirit, and have that spark of life. You got soul, baby. You can actually get perfected in the spirit and have a cup overflowing of blessings with the sun backing it. You can actually have a clear understanding. You can change this. You can change your fate. But you want to stay stuck in some dumb shit. That shit dead. That's the shit of the past. You can heal it and grow from it. But you have to embrace the change so your fate can change. It's time to heal. It's time to heal. It's time to do it. It's time to accept the spiritual guidance, and it's time to heal. It's time. Can't run away from it no more. Or you want to be fated to be on the bottom because you don't want to change your perspective. It's time to get to work. It's time to get to work. It's time to get committed. It's time to gain clarity. It's time to grow. It's time to get that higher consciousness. It's time to heal in love. It's time to climb that mountaintop. And it's attainable for you through love. You can have Gemini in your chart, Aries in your chart. It's time for you to go with the flow instead of keep going against it, because you keep going against it, then it's going to go against you. Then you're going to be all upset because, oh, why is everything going against me? Because you're going against it. It's you. It's not everybody else. It's you. And that's something that I learned myself. You're the one behind the gun at the end of the day. It's you. You got to get your world right, because you are a universe inside of a universe. You got to get your world right so that you can see that on the outside. So that's what it's time for. You can't run from it. It's time for you to have balance. It's time for you to get gifted. It's time for you to feel and get that reciprocation. It's time for you to surrender so your wishes can get granted. So that you can be fulfilled. So that you can have satisfaction. So you can get them unsettled emotions together. So that you can open up. So everything can be actually fine with you and not fake fine with these swords up in you. So it can be truly actually everything is fine. When you say when you say everything fine, you ain't just saying it. Everything really truly is fine. Despite whatever is greeting you. You can't even get to that point because you're not even trying to change your perspective on things. It's time for you to walk away in search of truth and happiness for you. You're mentally disturbed. It's time for you to let go. It's time to let go. It's time to transform. It's time for you to be whole. It's time for you to be conscious. It's time for you to be in your purest form. Because right now, as above, so below. And that's why you feeling how you feeling now. And that's why you want to be stuck in that chaos and things of that nature too as well. Some of you have parental issues. Some of your fathers blocked you out. And then some of you had your mothers, but maybe it just wasn't enough. And maybe some of you didn't get that love from your mother or that team up that you actually wanted. That could have been blocked too as well. And then some of you are blocking out the divine. But the thing is, y'all want victory because y'all infatuated with heading towards victory. Y'all infatuated with getting victory and having victory in y'all lives. Y'all infatuated with this false sense of leadership that y'all got right now. So y'all do want something. But y'all just end up here in the Nine of Swords and things constantly end because y'all not learning the lessons that y'all need to learn. Y'all not trying to change y'all perspectives. Y'all not trying to be in power. Y'all not truly trying to get an understanding. And this is the truth. Y'all blocking this shit out on your own. And yeah, it don't feel nice not to have what you needed to have from your mother and father. I know about that too. But you still have a mother and father in the Most High Yahweh. You still have that. You lack nothing in this life. You can still get that beauty. You can still get that love. You can still get that care if you will allow it. It's all within you. Are you willing to walk away for more? Are you willing to walk away to be okay? It's time for y'all to step in y'all faith. It's time for y'all to trust. It's time for new passions. It's time for y'all to be strong in love of self, in love of the divine. So it can show on y'all outer. And y'all soul is calling it. Y'all soul is calling it. It's calling for y'all to change y'all perspective. Y'all keep going through shit, going through chaos, and y'all think y'all going through it for no reason? No. Y'all going through it for a reason. You're being called. You're being called. You're being called to change because you are loved. Because you don't want to be stuck where you at. Y'all want to be able to manifest things within y'all lives. Y'all want to be in y'all purest form so y'all can automatically attract them new opportunities. Attract that good love that y'all deserve. Attract the truth. Speak the truth. Have the truth. Have passion. Dead the past. That stuff happened to you and it is gone. And I'm not being insensitive about it. Because I'm telling y'all, I was just talking to a young lady today. I was outside giving readings and she just walked up to me and was like, "Ooh, can I have one?" And I was even in the middle of the read and I was like, "All right, I'm gonna be right back." And then even in one of my readings, you'll hear me say, "All right, I'm back." Because we was having this same conversation after I had gave her the reading. I told her a little bit about me, my past, myself, because even that baby, holding on to the past, you have to let it go so that you can transform. I'm not being insensitive to the things that happened to you in your past. Those things are to mold you, and you're not meant to carry those things. You're meant to lay these things to rest and expand here. It's meant to transform you, not to harm you. A lot of you suffer with anxiety and things of that nature because of the darkness that was in your past. Yes, it was dark. I had a dark childhood. I held on to everything. Not just people, not just situations, persons, places, and things. I held on tight. And it was destroying me. I had to transform. I seen where I was headed. I seen death upon me. And I had to make that change. So when I'm sitting up here talking to y'all, I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking to y'all from a place of experience, period. And I done been through so many things. I mean, so many. I can about identify with you with just about anything. May have not been the exact same thing, but I can identify with you with a lot. So I understand, and I understand that it hurts. But is you going to let that pain in your past, is you going to let it rob you? of everything that you can have, y'all letting it rob y'all of abundance. Y'all letting it rob y'all of joy. Y'all letting it rob y'all of y'all consciousness. Y'all letting it rob y'all of a chance to even relax in life and enjoy. Yeah, your past, all of the love that you may have tried to give in the past or that you wanted from others, it may have been empty. You may have gave a lot till you were empty. I know about it both ways. But now it's up to you to give yourself something back. Your older self, your adult self, this your child self here. It's up to you to give yourself something special back, and you deserve it. You deserve to give yourself back that something special. You deserve to have a beautiful death, to emerge into something new. You deserve to lay that shit to rest. You deserve to rest in the holy place and get that healing. Get them downloads, get that healing. See brighter days, brighter skies. Receive the messages from the cloud. To be able to rest. Y'all just keep going and going and going and going and going. No. Get that rest so you can expand. Time to turn y'all back on this shit. It's killing y'all. It's killing y'all. It's time for new. It's time for new endeavors. It's time for y'all to have the willpower, because y'all can attain this stuff that y'all want. Y'all can have it. Yes, y'all can. Y'all can have it. It's time for them new passionate beginnings. It's time for y'all to take that leap of faith. Y'all act on impulses with everything else. How about take a step out on faith? Head towards a light, towards a higher power. I ain't playing with y'all. This truth and clarity for y'all. Gain y'all some wisdom. Get the victory. Get the truth. Expand your minds. Get that mental clarity. Clear out some of that gunk y'all got in y'all minds. It's needed, trust me. I went through it, and I still clear out things as the days go on too. It ain't over. But I will tell you this. I'm lighter. I'm more happier and actually freaking happy. I have joy. And it's not about no material. My joy ain't coming from the material or anything like that. I'm much lighter than I used to be. I was very heavy, and then I also wasn't being myself and doing the things that I love. Now I'm back doing the things that I love. Writing poetry, writing short stories, writing books, working on books. Got a new love. Love being the messenger for the divine. Wearing what I want. Designing clothes, designing jewelry. Back to doing the things that I love. Writing music. Just doing things that brought me joy as a child. Things that I dropped and let go of. I used to win awards and write poetry as a child. I would play instruments, be in band, always loved music. I always wanted to wear what I want and dress how I wanted, but I couldn't. Because moms don't play that. Even now as I'm older, sometimes she still be like, put you on a coda sign. But I don't listen to that because I's free. I's free. But this is for y'all. Y'all deserve that beauty too. So it's up to y'all. What will you do? What will you do for you? What will you do for you? Because it can be had. I'm living proof that it can be had. Yahweh blessed me with a hell of a story and hell of a testimony. It can be had. So what we're going to do is we're going to end this read with a grateful heart message. Because it's always something to be grateful for. See, we have here, you will show me the way of life, granting me joy of your presence and the pleasure of living with you forever. The faithful love of Yahweh never ends, his mercies never cease. Great is his faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh each morning. May Yahweh give you the desire of your heart and make all your plans succeed. Each day Yahweh pours his unfailing love upon me, and each night I sing his songs. In him our hearts rejoice, for we trust in his holy name. May your unfailing love be with us, Yahweh, even as we put our hope in you. Yahweh will bless you in all your harvest and in all the work of your hands, and your joy will be complete. Yahweh's love and kindness will shine upon us like the sun that rises in the sky. Be happy, yes, leap for joy, for a great reward awaits you in heaven. I trust in the steadfast love of Yahweh forever and ever. And then we have here, Yahweh has done great things for us, and we are filled with joy. Okay? This is a great thing. Even by him letting us deliver these messages and channel these messages, it's a great thing. What he gives us constantly, even in his word, it's all love. Constant. He even blessed us instead of we having to do things physically. He made everything spiritually. So you don't have to put in that hard work and labor. Things are written in your mind and in your heart, and you have to be open. You have to believe. Learn of him. Eat of him. Let the word flow through you. Believe that he is all in all. That's all you got to do. Be true. Have that relationship. That's all you have to do. None of that other extra stuff that people are constantly doing. Baptism and all of that. He nailed all of that stuff to the cross. He did away with all of that. This is a spiritual experience. He made our burdens light. We don't have to go travel in the wilderness by foot and stuff like that. It was already done. He made all of our burdens light. So he constantly blesses us, constantly gives us grace, constantly gives us love. So my question is, what will you do for you? What will you do for love? Hey, what you won't do? Do for love. You tried everything, but won't give up. In my world, only you make me do for love what I would not do. I know I can't sing, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway. But look, y'all. Remember, ask yourself that question: what you will do, what you won't do, what you would do for you, what you would do for love, what you would do for love that is true. I hope you all got a message from this read that'll help you along your journey. Know that Yahweh loves you. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all later. Peace.